You know, it's interesting, I was at a conference recently, and the word grace, so you're asking me about grace, God's gift of grace. And there are different ways that people have sort of explained grace. God's riches, if you use the acronym, God's riches at Christ's expense, if you just want to use the acronym. Unmerited favor is grace. But I was at a conference recently where they said a lot of times the translation of grace is actually power. God's power on us, God's grace. And so I think of those words, I sort of interchange the words interchangeably. And so I think about grace upon grace. The scriptures teach grace upon grace, that at every moment in my life, I wake up, I open my eyes, grace. Grace upon grace. I can move my legs. That's a gift. Gift, power, grace upon grace. I move into a situation that's conflict, tons of conflict, and I'm at peace with God because I'm able to say, He has called me not to be the woman who would enter into conflict and to be abrasive and to be demanding my own way, but to be the woman of God who can submit to the Spirit and enter into the soul of the one in front of me. That is God's grace upon grace on my life, the power to be the humble yet strong woman He's called me to be. That at every turn throughout the course of the day, the next week, the next month, the year, that this power, that this grace upon grace is lavished from the Father onto me and bubbles up inside of me, is before me, is behind me, is beside me, is beneath me, is all over me, because that's the Spirit of God, right? That this gift, the gift for me will always be Him. It's not what He gives me Him. He is the treasure that we seek. It's not, I want more of God's peace. No, I want more of God, and He gives me peace. That's grace. I want more joy. You don't want more joy. What you want is the presence of God, and there's joy in His right hand. That's grace. That's a gift. Do you know what I mean? It's that we want Him. He is the treasure. That's grace.